NFL preseason player props here on PrizePicks. Before I get started, though, there is a link in the description below to sign up for PrizePicks. PrizePicks will match 100% of your first deposit. Also, there's a Discord link in the description of this video as well as a Patreon link where I give bonus plays every single day for each given sport: NFL, NBA, MLB, bonus plays. So on YouTube, I give around 3 plays per video. Patreon, 10 plays for the day. But let's not waste any time. Let's get right into it. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not gambling advice. And also, NFL preseason is the most volatile and the most variant sport you can really bet on at this current time. So keep that in mind. We're coming off a game where he hit 1 of 3. Ian Book under pass yards. He missed. Samir White, last 35.5 rush plus receptions. He hit on that. And then Michael Dixon only had 3 punts when he had his over a 4.5. Definitely looking to bounce back today. There are a good amount of games here on the NFL preseason slate. Ton of games, actually. Ton of player props here to choose from. I'm going to give 3 plays that I like. Let's not waste any time. Let's get right into it. So the first play is going to be John Wolford. I'm going to take his less than 115.5. So in preseason week 1, he didn't play at all. Preseason week 2 came out, played extremely well. You know, they know John Wolford's going to be the backup quarterback here. They know he's a backup quarterback. He's a backup quarterback last year. Anytime he's come into the game in a regular NFL season game, he's played well. They know he's the backup to Matt Stafford. Matt Stafford's not going to play in this game. 115.5 for John Wolford. I don't see him playing more than a quarter in this game, and 115 and 116 pass yards in 1 quarter is quite a bit. I think they're going to play Bryce Perkins quite a bit in this game. I don't see John Wolford playing more than a quarter, in my opinion. He didn't even play a preseason week 1. They wanted to get him some reps. He played a preseason week 2. Taking under on John Wolford, 115.5 passing yards. I think, to me, there's not a ton of analysis and really deep thinking into these plays. It's really just, in my opinion, gut how you feel the coach is going to do. I mean, you could read things and how, things are going to play out. But I'm taking John Wolford under 115.5 passing yards. I don't think he plays more than a quarter in this game. The next play is we're gonna take field goals made. We're gonna do Young Hoku, right? And we're taking this more on this one. We used him last time and he hit the over. Last outing he had 3 field goals made. If he just takes 2 attempts, he's gonna hit the over on this one. In comparison, like Evan McPherson's at 2, Matt Gay's at 2. But overall, I like Young Hoku here again. I think it's a strong play at 1.5. Again, not a ton of analysis that needs to go into this, right? And then the last one is going to be punts, and we're going to do Trenton Gill for the Bears. We're going to take his over 4.5. Now, the interesting things with this Bears game here is that Matt Eberflus, the head coach of the Bears, said the Bears starters are going to play a half, right? Justin Fields and the Bears starters for most of the first half against the Browns on Saturday. Now, that is interesting because I was taking a look here at Fields props, and he's got 80.5 passing yards, which he hasn't hit yet in the preseason. 10.5 rush yards, which he hasn't hit yet in the preseason. And then 6.5 fantasy score, which he hasn't hit in the preseason. But he hasn't played all the way, in the entire first half yet this preseason. So these 3 plays are interesting to me. But I think regardless, that Bears offense just having a tough time moving the ball. So Trenton Gill, 4.5 projected punts. In their most recent preseason game here against the Seahawks, their punter, Trenton Gill, has had 8 total punts for 363 yards. 8 punts. So at 4.5, I think it's good value here for Trenton Gill, who, the Bears offense cannot get anything going. Especially, Justin Fields comes out the game in the second half. They go to the backup. 2-3 punts in the second half. 1 or 2 punts in the first half. Really will go over here. I like Trenton Gill over 4.5 projected punts here against the Cleveland Browns. So those are the 3 props I have today. Again, ton of variance here, ton of volatility. I'm going to post bonus plays for the NFL preseason slate on Patreon. John Wolford under pass yards, Young Hoku projected field goals made over, and then Trenton Gill over projected punts. Please let me know in the comments below how you guys feel about these player props. Again, tail lightly, mix and match these. NFL preseason is extremely, extremely volatile, guys. Hit that subscribe button, drop a like on this video, and as always, have a great day.